Hello, good morning. Welcome to Bars and Bells. And let me just make sure my microphone's on. It is. Hello, welcome. My name is Ian. Welcome to this beginner bar practice. I have my ballet flats or slippers. We'll have a chair with just a little bit of space in your body weight. We'll get together here and have a nice, simple, and strong exercise practice. We'll start with our head necks today. At the head neck, gently start in extension, meaning up to the ceiling. Bring the chin down, flexing through the spine and tucking the chin to the sternum. Keep tension on the front as you gently extend at the neck. Repeat one more time from extension to flexion, pulling the crown of the head high, bringing the chin towards the sternum. Return the face to looking forward. Laterally flex at the head neck, pull to center, repeat to the other side. Pull, returning center. Repeat one more each side. Avoid pinches and pain, and gently get used to ranges of motion to center. Lastly, at the head neck, we'll add our rotations. Look to rotate over the shoulder. Grow tall as the crown of the head is pulled high as I rotate to the right. Return to center, repeat one more each way. Return center and last repetition. And return. We'll use those head and neck skills as part of our port de bras experience later in today's session. To continue our exploration of the shoulders, let's place those hands in first and maybe even stand with our feet in our first position too. At our shoulders, elevate or shrug, round forward, pull low, and retract. Elevate, forward, pull low, and retract. Reverse the circle, pulling the shoulder blades low, driving from the armpits, and forward, and up in a shrug, and retract. And last time, low to drive forward, to elevate, to retract. Pull low, take a moment, bring those arms overhead, and just check in again that our low back is not flaring or flailing, and that our ribs can stay connected, our glutes squeezed, our armpits down, holding a nice overhead position. Return to low. At the back or the T-spine, maybe turn that chair sideways. Hands on, set up a little hip hinge here. Place those hands on a chair, and the floor could work just as well. Pack the shoulders and grip the chair or floor. At the low back, pull on your abdominals and round or flex the lumbar spine. Gently extend the spine, pushing the tailbone away from the body, extending the spine. Pull the hips underneath as to bring the front of the hip to the belly button, rounding only the low back as you extend the spine. Return to a neutral place, somewhere in the middle of those two ranges of motion. And now look between the hands again. At the upper back, pull the rib cage down to the hips, core tension, and push your heart or sternum through the gateway that is your arms. Pull the rib cage down or flexion, brace the core, and extend the T-spine, which can be a lot of work as it's taking my breath away. And let's flex one more time. Pull those abs down and extend the T-spine with a core or abdominal brace. Ease off the tension. Return your hinge to your tall stand. Later in today's practice, we'll explore our forward fold. At the forward fold, think of those components of the spine, including the head neck, the rib cage, and then the low back. We'll get that in a second. Until then, let's get a nice little rotation in our port de bras. Stand lateral to the bar, hanging on for support. Place an arm in a first position or somewhere near the front. Start rolling down the spine in our flexion pattern. Stay tall and only bend through the rib cage. Reach to the bar and then lift up over the bar with the arm following. Rolling around the back, we'll find ourselves here opening up to a new corner and then pull that rib cage down and around to center and tall. I think of this shape as the letter D or a circle with a small scallop in it out the back. Repeat going away from the bar. Start in light extension at the head neck, tuck a chin, fold. This time, open up in a rotation away from the bar. Reach up and over the back as we then close or find ourselves back towards the chair, and then bring ourselves around to center and stand tall. Repeat on the other side. I'll be turned around for this next exercise. We'll go to the bar first. With an arm out first, we're going to rotate to the bar, reaching low. Then we'll lift up and over, keeping the armpit or shoulder blade low. We'll rotate as to find this new corner out the back and pull the rib cage down, returning to center. Reach away from the bar this time, finding that new corner, and then reach up and over as to keep that shoulder blade low. And then we'll find that new corner over here and pull yourself back towards the bar and stand. I hope that my hips didn't move and we're really just moving through the rib cage up top, little upper body roll. We'll continue, as we said, to bring that to the floor, but first, let's get those feet warmed up. Using your balance aid with your feet in first, push to the demi point or the balls of the feet on one leg. Point, flex over toes, point, push, and extend the hip or push your hip forward as the heel goes down. Alternate to the other side. Demi point, point, flex over toes, back to the ball of the foot, tall on the inside leg, back to the demi, and again, a hip extension or push your butt forward to have the heel down. Repeat one more time from the demi to the point, to the flex, to the point, to the demi, down with a hip extension. Other side, demi, point, flex, point, demi, drive the hip down. Repeat in our first position. So pivoting on heels, demi, point, flex, repeat down, demi, point, flex, point, demi down. One more time each, finding ways to create nice tension between you and the floor. Demi, point, flex, point, demi, down. Open up to second. Transfer your weight to one side. I'm leaning to my left. And then at the foot, for up to 10 repetitions, keep the heel off, the arch facing forward, and push off through the toes. 2 or so more repetitions. Stay tall on the standing leg. Pull that heel down. Transfer your weight. Pop the toes. Balls of foot down. Push through the toes. Balls of feet. Push. This is rep 3 or 4. We're standing tall, gripping this standing leg, hanging out for maybe 2 more repetitions here. Make that politely burn. Pull, in, return to center. Let's check our balances here. With or without your apparatus, in a parallel position, transfer your weight to the balls of the feet, and with straight legs, hold on. for 5, 4. Take your time to down. Repeat that balance if that's hard enough in your challenge for today, or open up to first, push down to go up, and again, hold for 5, 4, 3. Drive those heels down to straight knees. Open to second, maybe arms to second for something different too, and then press to the balls of the feet, hold for a couple seconds, pull the heels down with straight legs, point, and close, and shake that out as well. One quick set of pliés, then we'll get that forward fold that we've talked about a lot here. From our first position, pivoting on heels, hand on the hip holster here, or any one of your favorite positions. Pull the heels away as we sink in our squat. Push down to grow up tall. Add tension in as we pull down, and then send tension away as we stand up. 2 more repetitions as we pull in, staying between our toasters, pushing away to tall. Pull down. Can we hold this and rise up and hold and maybe get lower? And then go heels heavy, stiffen those knees, pulling through. Fondu, open to that second position, same thing. Pull the heels together to create nice tension in the hips as we descend into our plie or our squat, and then push away, cramping to stand up. Pull in, create tension through those hips, push away to explode. 2 more times, pulling in, pushing away, pulling in, heels together, and then drive the heels away. For this balance, can we hang out at the top again? For up to 10 seconds, we have glutes up, cheeks cramped, pressing A down to the floor, growing up tall, and hanging out for maybe 2 more seconds, and heels heavy, pull to center, wiggle it out, dance around, same thing other side. Maybe you don't have to switch sides. This time, I'd like to do our first position balance on our points, tall, with straight legs, and then we'll try the second position balance from our squat. Pivot those heels, hold your balance, let's do that again. Tall, pivoting on heels, there we go. Pull together, send away. Pull together, send away. Pull it in, maybe incorporate those hands to really think of where that energy is coming from. And for our last one, we'll pull in, we'll push away, and then once those knees are as straight as they can get, we'll rise up and try to hold on to that balance again. Woo! Reset with your balance aid as you need. Hold, rib cage down, cheek squeeze, and for maybe 2 more seconds, and stiff knees. That's the cue I give myself all the time. Stiff knees as we go down. Open up to that second position. Repeat. Pulling down and pushing away to go up. That toaster cue, let's make sure that I'm doing it. Making sure that we're up and down in that plie. My pants aren't stretchy enough today, I feel. Let's go 2 more. Pulling low, sitting tall, up. Final repetition. Let's pull low, stay down low. Can we rise to those balls of feet? Hold for a couple extra seconds. And then drive heels. Push down to go up. Pick a side. Pull in and close. And relax. We'll use the chair behind me here today to emphasize the forward fold. On this forward fold, the goal is that I will not displace or move the chair. Tall, we'll start with the head, neck, and extension. Pulling the crown of the head high, the chin will go low. I'll flex around through my spine, pulling myself down, keeping my hips as much over top of those ankles as I can as I fold. Taking your time, reach the floor. Hold your high planks position. But put your knees down and on your back. On your back, I like to work with our hollow hold here. If you're new to this exercise, check out those core basics. This is advanced core, hollow hold. Hollow hold, we'll take our hands to the ceiling or palms up. First requirement, this is about a 20-second round. We need to connect the rib cage to the hips by lifting the heart forward. We're not jamming into the low back, into the floor, but we are in contact with the low back. If this is okay, let's progress by lifting knees. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And as allowed, we can challenge by lengthening out, maintaining core tension on the front, and then perhaps including the arms overhead. Let's hold for 5 more seconds. Control your dismount by bringing things into center. From here, we'll flip over. We've been working on our modified push-ups and our planks, so let's press up, back up to tall. Think about the chair. Think about the chair being there. And keep the hips stacked to tall. Reset. With your arms down low, let's do 4 total port de bras, facing the hands with the eyes. From lower first, we'll take my hands, arms to our fifth. Open, tracing one hand, turning down to second, and returning to center. Trace the other hand up. I'm looking at that left as I go overhead. And now we're looking over to that left and closing down. Let's switch directions. So from low, we'll go lateral. I'll start by gently flexing my head and neck. I'll look at that right arm as I reach out to the side and then trace it around to the top and down. And then other side, out to the lateral. We're reaching from underneath of that armpit as we bring the arms overhead and then down. Shake it, stay loose. Hip bars, we're bringing in the rond de jambe version. Hip bar just nice and low for a quick repetition here. Standing tall in that inside leg, glute squeeze, gripping the floor, ribs down, the whole bit. Outside leg to point. Let's make sure we get that external rotation in the hip as we reach away from the bar, reaching away and away and away and away, drawing that semicircle out the back. Out the back, I'm going to try to take away all that daylight so you can't see between my legs, and then over the toes to center. Repeat to the back, standing tall in that inside leg, extend with a point to the back. Externally rotate in that hip as you reach away, lengthening out both sides, returning to the front and under. Repeat one more time on the same leg, to the front with an external rotation in the hip. Open up to the side, keeping those hips facing forward. The heart, the chest faces forward as that leg is out the back. Taking away daylight, growing tall with every rep, flexing over toes and underneath. And final time to the back, hip extension, tall, 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 tall. Open up in that hip with that external rotation, reaching towards that rubber transition strip to center and under. Alternate on the other side. Whew, that's work. Both legs from tall. Cramp it up. Externally rotate in the hip as you reach to center or front. Push the hips forward, reaching out to the side. Reach around the back. Internally rotating on the hip, getting taller every time. And bring over the toes to underneath. Repeat to the back, extending the hip with our straight leg. Grow taller and get a bigger shape as allowed every time we do this drill. Pull to center, pull under the hip. Repeat one more time. Tall with an external rotation reaching forward. Send that energy forward by keeping the hip forward as the leg goes back. The ribs are tight to those hips. Energy shooting out the toe, out the back. Flex over the toe. I felt my knee bend, so keep those knees straight. Bring under. Final repetition to the back. Extend through the hip. Reaching in that external rotation in the hip. To front. Underneath and grow. Whew. And relax. Janes. I love a good Jane. What's a Jane? Janes. On 2 feet, knees over toes is our Jane. A little plie or a fondu. In our Jane, our head, our shoulder, our hips, and our feet are in a straight line. Arms could be anywhere. Stand up tall. We've checked in with this balance already. Can we go from our knees over toes, press those knees over toes, rise to the balls of feet to stand. Reset, straight legs down. Repeat one more time. Knees over toes, press into the balls of those feet, stand up tall, and reset. Next, let's rise on straight legs, also 2 repetitions. Pull ourselves down to your safe low, then connect heels and stand up. One more time, balls of feet. Drive down onto those balls, the 2 toe mounds in the front, heels down, stand up. For this next drill, we might require that balance apparatus. We'll be doing 8 repetitions of a single leg exercise, very much the same. Take that outside leg, big toe to that medial malleolus or that ankle knuckle in the middle, and from here, we'll flex or bend on that inside leg. We'll stand up tall, and when the knee's fully extended, we'll contribute to our rise. 1. Repeat. Knee forward, stand tall, pull up, down. Slightly faster, stand, rise, fall. Knee over toe, straighten the knee, find a light rise, reset. Knee over toe, straighten up, find a stiff leg, reset. 2 more, knee over toe, stiffen knee, find a balance, reset. This last one, can we hold a balance? Repetition complete. Can we try to hold on to that balance now? Assist or no assist as we need. And for 5, 4, control on a single leg, down. Repeat on the other side. Stay tall, pull or flex the hip till we have a toe knuckle on that inside ankle. And from here, we'll go knee over toe, full extension, stiff leg, reset. Knee over toe, full extension, up, reset. This is repetition 3, which means this is halfway here. Ooh, balance, find the chair here, sorry. Up, down, knee over toe, stiffen, balance. So again, work on that endurance, press through the ball of the foot. This is our second to last repetition. So on this final one again, we'll go knee over toe, cramp or press through with assistance or no assistance. Hang on, do a little toe balance for 5, 4, 3, 2. How'd you do? My calves are burning, so let's take some breaks off those balance muscles, but hopefully we feel we're just getting them more warmed up. From here, start with your head, neck, and extension. Take a big breath and pull the crown of the head high as our chin tucks low. Flex through the spine, pulling down, keeping the hips stacked over top of the feet. And from here, walk out to your plank. Take a couple seconds as we pull low. We'll flip over and repeat our core hold. First, connect ribs to hips. Second, lift knees over hips. Next, look to extend away from center with both the legs or the arms and maintain nice core tension here. Butt squeezes, maintain your breath. Feel nice heavy work through those abdominals for 3, 2, soften knees. Bring it in. Let's flip over, push-ups position, bum up high. Think about that folding, stacking hips, and pulling up. In our open space here, I like to finish with an extension of that Jane exercise. From standing tall, press one knee over the toe, the other leg to stay straight. Repeat the same side, same action. Knee over toe, reach straight, extend. Alternate the leg, same action. Knee over toe, leg straight out front, full extend. Repeat last one, knee over toe, full extend of the hip. Cool? Great. Let's add on. From that position, I'm going to go left leg forward, right knee bend. Right knee bend, left leg forward. Staying in my squat, I'm going to reach out to the side, hold on for 1 second, close back to center, keep it out front, and extend my hip. Repeat. Knee over toe, the straight leg could go further. Reach, sending energy out of those hips, and hold for a second. Pull back to center, keep it out front, and extend that standing leg. For one more time, knee over toe, open up to the side, hold, pushing those flashlights forward, reach around to the front, extend through, and close. Alternate to the other side. Knee over toe contributing to a straight, stiff leg out front. Then reaching from the hip with an external rotation, you can see my arch. I'll hold, I'll pull to center, keep it out front, extending the standing leg hip. Knee over toe on that standing leg, reach out to the side, send energy out that way to stay nice and centered here, and pull it on back to center. Keep the leg out front, extend the hip. Last repetition as our knee goes over our toe. Knee over the toe. Reach out to the side, lengthen out, pull back, keep it out front, extend, and grow tall as we pull under. Woo! There we go. A couple of drills to finish right in a row. Now add some balance to complement that nice time under tension. Pull up that outside leg to either coup de pied or retire. Hold for a second. Slowly extend the leg and hold for 4, 3, 2. Bring it back into the body. Stay where you are. Same thing. Hold in this hip flex position. And over 5 or so seconds, extend through that knee and hold for 3, 2. Bend with control. Last time, we'll lift up high, extending through the knee, holding for time, tap down, grow tall as we pull the leg underneath of the hip. Whoop, stuck on the floor. Repeat to the other side. Standing tall, pull up that outside leg to retire, coup de pied at the ankle, or retire just a little higher. Extend the hips tall, extend the knee, and hold for 3, 2, bend the knee, returning to center. Stay tall, extend those hips. As allowed, extend the leg, grow tall, hold for 2, 1, tap down, and pull under. Oh, how's that? It's hot here, but I know that those time under tension exercises really can add up. That feels good for my hips and my legs. I'm glad I did today's practice. There's great news with today's practice. Our bar practice is not done. There's different news about today's practice. This is probably our last live session on Wednesdays at 8. However, going forward for the month of August, we'll be performing and releasing new video content in 15-minute segments for bar practices. Add that to your Wednesday morning routine or anytime through the week for nice mobility, hips, and strength, and some grace with the bar. My name's Ian. Thank you for joining. This is Bars and Bells, Beginner Bar. Stay tuned for new episodes released in August. Visit our website at barsandbells.com. Hit subscribe, hit like. Thank you very much, and we'll train soon. Goodbye.